If you go look at the stats, and I have a screenshot of it. If you go look at the stats, and on average, I am the most dead center even dude for scrambling and throwing in the pocket. It's just, I make more highlights. And so that's what they show. But dead even stat of scramble to pocket, I am the most dead even on the farthest end of the spectrum from anybody else. As we know, X and Y axis, I am the farthest from all of them.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah, so listen, I'm going to tell you about this guy right here. This guy is going to surprise all of you motherfuckers, okay? He is playing the Ryan Garcia card here. He's making you think he's a lunatic, but deep down, I'm telling you,
he's a
Patrick Mahomes, baby. He's going to be that kind of player. Watch. You heard
I don't
it
think
here.
he's a lunatic. I think he's got feminine energy, and I
Who
just
cares?
have never seen
What does it matter?
No, he's just super cocky. That's what it is. He's super cocky. But if he backs it up, it don't matter. If you back it up,
why it matters is at one point, Jeff, you have to take a bunch of fucking men in the locker room and lead them to the parade. I've never seen it work. He would be the first one, Jeff. The first one. I hope you're betting this I hope you're not betting it. He would be the first one to do it. That's why I say it's a problem.
So what's your prediction, JB?
What do you mean by that? First one to do what? What are you insinuating?
To be a guy that we've seen come out of college who has been this way, cocky, arrogant, talks this talk, blah, 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 but yet on the other side goes and cries to his mommy, talks about dogs and Netflix, and then paints his nails. We haven't seen that guy at quarterback lead men to the promised land. So it would be the first one of that kind to do it. And that's what I mean by it. Now, if he's trolling us like Ryan Garcia, so be it. I don't really care. But like at the end of the day, I don't see him jumping off the film like someone I've yet to see in my life, Jeff. Like people are acting as if this guy is someone we've never seen. And I'm like, dog, he's nothing more than anything else that comes out of this draft every year. Like he's not a huge freak of nature that I've never seen. Like he's a really good, talented guy, but he's not 6'5". He's not Josh Allen. He's not Herbert. He's not like Joe Burrow. He's not
6'5". He doesn't need to be 6'5". Patrick Mahomes is 6'2".
Yeah, but he's not that guy. He doesn't have that arm talent. He doesn't have the off-balance throwing capabilities.
Yeah, some of you listen. I'm throwing you in with some of you.
He don't look like that. Caleb Williams does not have the arm like fucking Mahomes. Stop.
I'm not saying he does.
I'm not saying he's Mahomes. I don't know, but his arm talent. We're talking about just talent. Just talent. When I'm talking about
talent,
his arm talent is superior though. Like it's high level. The talent, JB.
And it's also like, shame, JB.
Throwing across his body, throwing in the air, like. Am I tripping?
Go ahead, Jeff. What are you saying?
JB, it's also a shame, too. You mentioned a lot about his off-the-field stuff. You didn't mention the fact that he runs his own foundation called Caleb Cares, where he helps people that are being bullied, and he helps young kids and things of that nature. So,
I like bullies, so I don't like it.
Well,
I like bullying. I miss bullying. We need bullying back. Maybe we wouldn't have so many fucking soft pussies out here.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, though, you're making him out to be Ryan Leaf, okay? Look, this is a difficult
thing. We don't know yet.
We don't. But we also don't know if he could be really good, too.
Yeah,
right. Better than bad.
Okay, I got to go, just like you, Jeff, when you bet, you go for what you know, and that makes you a great bettor. I have to go for what I know in this quarterback prediction game, which I've pretty much been spot on since Ryan Leaf. Here's the issue I have.
Well, no, you haven't, though.
No, right. I'm sorry. You can't say that.
Really.
JB be throwing little lines out there.
You hate Patrick Mahomes. You hate all sorts of good
We're talking about drafts, Jeff. We're talking about guys getting drafted and what they did after the draft. I've been pretty fucking spot on if you go back and look at anything I've ever said or done. Here's what I'm saying.
You loved Daniel Jones, didn't you?
Yeah. Still do.
He's been awful.
I still do. Just like everyone defends Justin Fields with no receivers, no O-line, I defend Daniel Jones the same fucking way. Actually had a worse O-line and worse receivers than Justin Fields, but he gets a pass, someone doesn't. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Right. Let's dive into this, though. Caleb Williams is 0-5 in big-time games against big-time opponents. He was garbage against Tulane in a bowl game where he had to lead men to the parade, as I mentioned, and a backup played this year in a bowl game that he set out and broke school records. And the locker room seemed like, oh, my God, we love playing for this guy. They did not love playing for that guy. And it's clear and evident everywhere he's been, from Oklahoma to USC. I follow the pattern just like you do in betting. I see it, and I don't think you can just switch it off when you get to the grown man league and go, oh, I'm actually not that guy. I've been trolling you the whole time. No, that's not how it works. So I that's what I see, and I want to that's just my 2 cents to you on that regard.
My biggest concern with Caleb Williams is the fact of, like, can he win the big game? And with that, when the going gets tough, how will he perform? How will he react? Those are the questions that I have for him. I don't have any question about his talent. Like I said, I went in, I got a chance to watch him play in person. That's why JB and I disagree a little bit on the talent side, because I'm like, I'm seeing this guy make some throws that are just incredible. Like, where all his body weight is going left, he throws a fucking 40-yard bomb right, and it's accurate, and it's like, so, like, from an arm talent standpoint, I gotta disagree. But my thing is more so the intangible side. Like, how good of a leader is he? How good is he when it gets tough? Those are things that we got to just see in the moment to understand. And we've never heard. I haven't heard any teammmates come out and say they didn't like playing with him. So I don't know if that's
I've never heard it.
If you have inside scoop information, I don't remember any teammate coming out and saying, "Oh, fuck this dude." Like, so I don't know if that's an opinion or a lie or what.
Time out. What teammate have you seen said, "I fuck with this dude"?
But they're not saying
no, homie. Come on now. Let's keep it real. You got to go both ways. You know why they don't come out and say, "I don't fuck with them"?
Why?
Because you know what, Smitty?
In the social media era, why not?
No.
If you fuck with somebody, you ain't even got to say it. It just was understanding got to be explained. You only say something when you don't fuck with somebody, typically.
I'm gonna break it down.
Like, that's how shit works.
For you.
Break it down.
You know what? It's okay. It's all right. That means it's not good. When people say, how good is it? It's all right. Well, that means it's not fucking good either.
Yeah, but JB.
So, hold on, Jeff. Here's the point I'm gonna make. Cats don't come out and say negative things about guys, because when they get drafted and they go into the draft rooms of general managers and head coaches, guess what? Guess what Cremani, whatever his name is, from Colorado, is taking right now in transferring? He is taking major heat by head coaches and college ADs because of a YouTube video he just released, talking and saying about, I don't want to play for clicks. I want to play for a real program. Well, guess what? Deion's name holds so much weight that now colleges are scared to take Cromartie, or whatever his name is, to their school, because he came out and spoke. Players don't speak badly about anyone. Show me one player that's came out and defended Deshaun Watson, Smitty. And then show me one guy that's came out and bashed him. See, that's the thing. If you don't talk good about him, doesn't mean that he's not good. It means that you can't talk about the dude in public because you're going to get ridiculed. But if he was such a good dude, Smitty, then many people should come out and say, hey, I love Caleb Williams. He was great to play for. Why haven't we seen that? Come on, man. You got to go both ways with this shit. I'm tired of hearing, oh, nobody's bashed him. Nobody said any good things either.
I don't go both ways. We just disagree. I just think when you like somebody, this is my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, wrong, but this is my opinion. When you like somebody, like, you don't need, people don't come out just fucking, oh, just love them so much. Nah, usually you only hear when it's opposite. When you don't focus on somebody, when somebody's a bad guy, someone's a bad locker room guy, when somebody's a bad teammate, somebody's treated you wrong in the locker room, that's when you hear the players who, every player not going to the league. So some players don't give a fuck about the NFL, but they're still a teammate. They're playing with them in college. Those guys, you hear from those guys coming out. I haven't heard anything, like not one snippet of any sign, anything at all that he's bad character. I don't know. Maybe he is. You got more insight than me when it comes to these colleges, so maybe you heard something that I haven't heard.
And here's what JB didn't tell you either. He just made the case that Caleb Williams doesn't win the big games. He didn't play when it matters most. Drake May didn't play in his bowl game. Neither did Jaden Daniels.
And I'm not on Drake May.
But none of these players played in the bowl game. That no one does.
Well, I've been on record, Jeff, talking about how I hate that. That has nothing to do with this particular case. We already knew what this was.
What big game did Jaden Daniels win?
Jeff, my point was, when Caleb played in the bowl last year, they got beat by Tulane. When he didn't play, they fucking won, and the guy broke a record. That's my point. It isn't about Caleb Williams not playing in the bowl. That's what you didn't miss. You missed that point. I don't care about him playing. We already know this game has become so fucked up, in my opinion. I hate to sit out. I hate motherfuckers sitting out. It wasn't my point at all. My point is he was shitty in his last bowl game. He opted out, and they won without him. The locker room was on cloud 9 to play for this other QB.
I'm going to just be honest, though. If Caleb Williams wins, nobody gives a fuck what he does.
You're right.
If he paints his nails, that don't mean shit to me. Fuck do I care? Just get me to football, man. I don't really – none of means.
And to Eric Weddle's point.
Cures all.
And to Eric Weddle's point, if the kid does whatever he does and they win, that's all the men's league cares about in that locker room.
Exactly.
But when you don't win and you do all that, it becomes a huge fucking distraction. And that is his point. That's what happens so many times in the NFL locker room. You got to either be A, humble pie, humility, play hard, go out and get results, or B, be this crazy Dennis Rodman all you want, but get 20 boards a game, shut down the best fucking offensive player, and win me rings.